This is R.D. Sharma solution, class 12, chapter 9, continuity. Exercise is 9.1. For what value of k is the following function continuous at x equals 2? So we have x at 2 we have to check. So x equals 2 and just a step back and step forward. X is less than 2, x is greater than 2. Both the functions are given, 2x plus 1 and 3x minus 1. Both are given. Okay, so we'll find out the left hand limit and then the right hand limit, and then we'll equate it to k. So LHL will take, because we have to check at 2, so we'll take 2 minus h. RHL will take 2 plus h. Okay, and what is the function? 2x plus 1, so 2 into 2 minus h plus 1 it is. Here 2, because it is 3x minus 1, so 3, 2 plus h minus 1. Okay, let's do this one. 4 into 2, this is 4 minus 2h plus 1, 6 plus 3h minus 1. Just apply the limit, limit h tends to 0. Both sides. So this minus 2h is going to be 0, this 3h is going to be 0. So this is 4 plus 1 is 5, 6 minus 1 is 5. So of course this is 5, and it has to be equal to the value of the function at x equals 2, that is f2. And that is equivalent to k. So k is 5 here. Okay. So fx continues at x equals 2, k is 5. Now this is function fx and x equals 5 by 2 we have to check. Right? So fx is continuous at x equals pi by 2. Find a and b. So pi by 2 we are going to check. And pi by 2 minus h, if on the left hand side we go, right hand side we go, we will take pi by 2 plus h. And since we have both the functions being given, and a when it is equal to pi by 2. So we'll do one by one. We have limited space to write. The left hand limit is LHL. Okay. So x equals pi by 2 minus h we have to write. Pi by 2 minus h it is. And which function we are going to use? 1 minus sine cube x divided by this 3 cos square x. So 1 minus sine cube. And since this is it with division. So 1 minus sine cube, pi by 2 minus h it is. And in the denominator, what we get? 3 cos square pi by 2 minus h. Okay. Please remember, sine pi by 2 minus h is cos h. Sin 90 minus theta is cos theta. And cos 90 minus theta is sin theta. So cos pi by 2 minus h is sin h. Okay. So let us change it. This is 1 minus cos cube h. This is 3 sine square h. Now just assume it to be 1 cube, so that we can apply the formula of a cube minus b cube. What is a cube minus b cube? It's a minus b, a square plus b square plus ab. A minus b, a square plus b square plus ab it is. Okay. So we have 1 minus cos h here, and here we have a square, that is 1 square plus cos square plus 1 into cos h. Okay. Okay, let us apply it here. So we already have 3 here, so we'll use this 3. And this is sine square h. Sine square h we can write it as 1 minus cos square h. 1 square you can write. So 1 square minus cos square is it's 1 minus cos h, 1 plus cos h. Okay. So 1 minus cos h you can cancel it out. 1 by 3 was already there. Now let us apply a limit. Please remember, cos 0 is 1. Sin 0 is 0. But cos 0 is 1. So this is 1 plus 1 plus 1. And denominator we have 1 plus 1. So 1 plus 1 plus 1 divided by 1 plus 1 it is. Okay. So 1 by 3 was already there. So 3 by 2 into 1 by 3, 3 gets cancelled, you get half. Now this is half, this left hand limit. Please remember it because we are going to use it because it is actually equal to a. So directly from here you can say a is 1 by 2 because we are going to equate this with f pi by 2 and f pi by 2 is given as a in this question. And the left hand limit is half. Coming to the right hand limit, it's x equals pi by 2 plus h. b into 1 minus sine x. So we'll use pi by 2 plus h here. And in the denominator we have pi minus 2x whole square. So in place of x, so pi minus 2 into pi by 2 plus h we are going to use here. Pi by 2 plus h. And this is whole square. This whole square. Okay. So this x was, I just replaced it with pi by 2 plus h. Now sine 90 plus theta is what? Add sugar to coffee. Sine 90 plus theta will be, this is going to be cos, but it will be in plus. So 1 minus cos h it will be divided by, so what we are going to get in the denominator, pi minus 2 into pi by 2, so you get 2 gets cancelled and minus 2h. So this gets cancelled, pi gets cancelled, you have minus 2h and minus 2h whole square it will be. So 4h square it will be. In the denominator you have 4h square. Now you see this 1 minus cos h, because 1 minus cos 2 theta is 2 sine square theta, right? So 1 minus cos h can be written as 2 sine square h by 2. This is 2 theta, so it will be theta. 2 sine square h by 2. And we have in the denominator 4h square. So you can write it as a 2h square, or you can have a h by 2 in the denominator, h by 2 whole square. You can divide it and multiply by h by 2 whole square. H by 2 whole square, denominator, h by 2 whole square in the numerator. Okay. So what do we get? 2b sine square h by 2, and as I just indicated you, it was 4h square. So this is 2b by 4h square into sine square h by 2. You can have in the denominator h by 2 whole square, numerator also h by 2 whole square. This sine h by 2 by h by 2 whole square, you can apply the limit, it is going to be 1. We have seen already in multiple questions here. This is going to be 1 after applying the limit. So 2b by 4h square into h square by 4. So this is 4. So this is 2. H square cancelled, 2 to the 4. So it will be b by 8. So a was half, and a can be equated to what? You can equate it, right? So half is b by 8. So b is equal to 4 and a is equal to 1 by 2. So this is fx. And f pi by 2, of course, in the previous discussion I already told you just now that this is a was already, we found it to be half. This is how a is half and b is 4. See, in order to solve all these questions, this trigonometric relationship, this you need to recall or remember a lot, because what we have seen here is a lot of sine cosine things happening. If the function fx defined below is continuous at x equals 0, find the value of k. Fx is given like this: 1 minus cos 2x by 2x square, k and x by x bar. So x is less than 0, so if you go left, it will be 1 minus cos 2x by 2x square. If you go right, it is going to be x by x modulus or absolute value of x. So we'll go left. We have to check at x equals 0, so LHL, RHL. Left hand limit will use 0 minus h in this case, and 1 minus cos 2x by 2x square is the function, and 0 minus h, here x will be equal to 0 plus h. Function will be x by modulus of x. Okay, so let us do this one. 1 minus cos 2x, so we will put minus h here, so 1 minus cos twice of minus h divided by 2 minus h whole square. So this cos minus theta is plus cos theta, as sine minus theta was minus sine theta. So cos minus theta will be equal to cos theta, right? 1 minus cos 2h divided by 2h square. What is 1 minus cos 2h? It is 2 sine square h. And you have 2, it is h square. So I have not written, this is sine, this is h square, denominator. So sine h by h whole square it is. So you can just apply the limit. You can guess, you can cancel these 2 and 2. So sine h by h whole square, limit h tends to 0 is going to be 1. So eventually, you know the sine theta by theta limit h tends to 0 or theta tends to 0 is 1. Coming to right hand side, x by mod x. Since it is 0 plus h, you can write h. So it is h by modulus of h by h. So it is going to be 1. So left hand side, right hand side 1, 1. And we have to equate it to the value of the function at x equal to 0, which is already given in the question as k. So this is f0 is k. So k is 1 from left hand side, right hand side. So k is 1 in either case. What is the answer? K is equal to 1. Find the relationship between a and b so that the function f defined by this fx equals to ax plus 1, bx plus 3 when x is less than 3 and x is greater than 3 respectively. So we have to check at x equal to 3, and on the left hand side ax plus 1 we are going to use, or right hand side we are going to use bx plus 3. And since it is 3, we'll use x as 3 minus h. Here we'll use x as 3 plus h. Okay. So h is very small. It is equivalent to 0. A into 3 minus h plus 1. Here b into 3 plus h plus 3. So 3a minus ah plus 1. 3b plus bh plus 3. Limit h tends to 0. This is AH, cancel, you can cancel it out, 3a plus 1. Here also you can make it as 0, 3b plus 3. So they are equivalent. They are equal actually, they have to be equal if it is continuous at x equals 3. So here you will get a relationship. 3b I am taking on the left hand side, this 3 minus 1 is 2, so 3a minus 3b is equal to 2. So you have a minus b equals 2 by 3, or you can just write like that. This is the relationship between these two. Okay, this is all about this discussion. Thank you so much. Take care of yourself.